I hope you guys can hear me. I know it's been a while since I've vlogged, and I'm just so excited that I'm vlogging again. I have been vlogging here and there, I just haven't been posting it. Your girl has been filming all the ups and downs of her life, but we're back to it. I want to get back to my clothing line. I want to get back to the basics and all of that. I'm excited to put more into marketing myself. I'm learning how to market myself. I'm learning how to market myself as an artist. I was watching Survival of the Thickest season 2. You guys, you have to watch Survival of the Thickest season 2. I usually do my Crafty Bitch Chronicles on like movies that I've watched, like nostalgic movies. When I tell you I resonated with all 3 of the main characters, that's such a good season. I think I want to review that whole season. Plus it's only 8 episodes and it's like 30 minutes per episode. That's almost as long as like a movie, maybe a little bit longer than like the normal movie, but nowadays movies are 2.5 hours long, so just about. And I think I want to review that for next month. Let me know what you guys think about that. Well, spoiler alert, one of the characters, the guy Khalil, he's an artist. Artists generally are like non-conformists. They're the type of people to push the boundaries, especially if you're in like a craft like painting or sculpting or something like that, more of traditional forms of hands-on art. You're more like, have like a more expressive non-conformist values. There was this moment where he gets the opportunity to sell his art through an art dealer, and he was just so against going through this way of selling himself and marketing himself. And the art dealer was saying like, we need to know you, we need to know more of your story. And he was just a little hesitant to tell more about himself because he just wants the art to sell itself. He didn't want the story of himself to be a part of the art. And she was like, well, do you want to sell art, or do you want your prints to be sold in Walmart? And that like sat and resonated with me. For me, I had to check myself too. I'm like, well, do I want my art to sell, or do I want my shit to just be prints sold in Walmart, Walgreens? No shade to that, but I won't call it soulless art, but I'll call it art that's just commercial. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that, but she's like, you want to make some real money. People want to know the story behind your art. Yes, art is subjective and interpretive, but people want to hear your story, your thinking, your struggle, because majority of artists, they are very expressive, they're very sensitive, they feel things a little bit more deeply, and a lot of them have that come from the struggle. And it makes me think about like one of the most famous artists on the planet to me is Basquiat. And there's so many documentaries and movies and studies with Basquiat, and not just of his life but his brain. People want to know about his life and his struggles because they want to get in his brain. They want to know his thinking process. They want to know how he made these works of art that look like scribbles, like hieroglyphics. They want to be able to decode what your thought process is. And it reminds me of like when I was in my height on TikTok in 2022, I realized that was also the lowest point of my life. And I've noticed that people really liked seeing my struggle, because that's when I started making romanticizing my low income lifestyle. And it made me feel some type of way. It's like, well, why are these people only following me because of my struggle? Like, they just want to see me struggle. That's what I told myself. They don't want to see me thrive. So I changed up my whole content. I stopped saying low income because, you know, manifestation, you're supposed to talk about like where you want to be, not where you are. And I'm like, these people just want to see me struggle. I want to thrive. I want to be abundant. And then when I started switching up my content, I started getting less views. So that affirmed what I was thinking about it even more. And I also think that 2 things can be true at once. I do think people like to see the struggle, and I do think that people want to see the struggle, but I do not think it was in the way that I was viewing it. I think people, like with him, they just want to be able to relate to an artist and see, oh, this is where this artist is starting. This is the ground up. I don't think they had this malicious intent where they were viewing like, oh, we love to see her down and out. We love to see her. We don't want to see her succeed. Though a lot of artists, a lot of Black people have this notion, and it's valid, where once you succeed, people don't like to see you in a high spot. So for a long time, I stopped being vulnerable. I pulled myself back a lot on social media because I'm like, I don't want to be on social media crying, complaining, showing how bad my lifestyle is. And then you start to go into, I'm just going to show the pretty parts. I'm just going to show me done up on camera. I'm just going to show this little corner of my room where everything looks cute, not the complete crazy, jacked up, messy, chaotic mess on the other fucking side. Literally. It reminds me of, if you guys know who GOOGii is, that's like a OG YouTuber. I remember she would always film at one angle in her apartment, so we just always thought she was in her room. And then one day she showed a vlog where she turned it around and you realize she was in this super tiny studio apartment, and her bed was literally in the center. It was just one room with her bed in the center, and that was the reality of living in LA as an artist. That's the reality, versus like whatever you guys perceive it as when I'm in this corner, versus if I decided to film from over here. And I remember when I started vlogging again on YouTube, it feels like a safer space. I'm gonna talk later about how I feel about TikTok, but it feels like a safer space, and I was able to have that vulnerability again. When I'm on TikTok, I feel like I'm behind the glass in a zoo, and on YouTube I feel like I'm directly connecting with people. I don't know why it feels different, but it just does for me. So that's why I picked up my camera, and that's why I'm starting to vlog again. Just walk till we get to the bar. I love Haley's Well, I just came home. This girl got me going out for a second round. Second round. You can't really see him. The way I had a crush on this man. No. Lethal. Bitch, I love me a good Rococo room. This is the dream. This is how I'm decorating my next apartment, next room. It's giving. I love it. It's giving House of Versailles. Love it.
Will it do? Are you kidding? It's incredible. It's bigger than our entire apartment.
Sorry if you hear the fan in the background. It's pretty hot in here, but y'all look at my hair. Today I used the Chloe lip kit. I'm gonna go and spend the day with one of my friends, so you guys are gonna come along with me. We have to mail one of my Depop items. This one I got from Hot Topic 5 years ago maybe, but it's fuzzy and it's purple, and I used to wear it all the time, but I don't anymore. You guys should really check out my Depop shop if you're looking to find cute stuff that's in my closet. I'm gonna package this up and get ready, and then we're gonna head out. So this is the outfit I'm gonna wear today. I have my jacket, my cheetah print skirt. I always wear this when it gets nice outside. And then I'm gonna rep my clothing line, which this shirt is coming back. It should be up now for the spring. I love this shirt. Look at the artwork. It's so cute. This hairstyle is definitely giving 8th grade prom. This is how everybody wore their hair in 8th grade prom. And I didn't get the memo because I was still learning Black culture. A little curly cute.
Hot bitch and hot food. Yeah.
So this is the makeup for today. I just kept going. I just kept doing my makeup until I liked it. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? I think it looks really cute. I've been loving the whole eyeshadow all the way to the brow bone trend thing lately. You guys know I do my signature blue liner, but my eyebrows are not even. I've been seeing this hairstyle trending a lot. I know if you watch Christy, like Desmond and Christy, she's done this style a lot and I wanted to try it. It's very retro, very me, very GOOGii-esque. For my makeup, majority of it, I use the crayon case. I haven't used this in a long time, but you know, I wanted to try it. I'm literally watching Adventure Time. It's so nostalgic. Did y'all know Adventure Time came out in 2010? I swear all the shows that I loved in my 20s, I thought came out earlier. Like I thought Adventure Time came out like 2008 for sure. I thought it came out when I was still in high school. That might be because I kept hanging out with my high school friends like after I became an adult. So I think everything's from high school until I stopped hanging out with them, which is so valid. I think I want to film some content for my clothing line. I'm had in this transitional phase with my clothing line for a while now, but people are still requesting certain things from it. So I'm gonna challenge myself next month, all April. I'm gonna market myself every day some way, somehow on my Pretty Veronica clothing page, because y'all, I quit TikTok. The time and the effort that I placed in TikTok, I'm going to place into my Pretty Veronica clothing Instagram. If you haven't followed me on there, follow me now so you can see all of my cute clothing, how I like to curate, the process behind it. All of that is on that page. Oh my god, I just realized that I didn't show you guys what I got from the record store. I'm so happy I get to use this bag. This is from my what's in my bag video. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch that and come back to this video. Obviously, this is what I got. This is the album I got. I love it. Look at all their outfits. Oh my god. Slay. All 4 of them. Slay. Honestly, it reminds me of Bratz. To be honest, this is like the 80s version of Bratz dolls. Look at those boots. I need those boots. Look at her whole outfit. This is more me. This looks like the exact outfit. If you watch Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, this girl in there was wearing the same exact outfit and she was so cute. I wanted to be her when I was a kid. I really did. But this is the Mary Jane Girls Only For You album. Oh, you guys know that song, In My House? I did not know that was them. In my house. So you know my Barbie friend, how I tell y'all that she gets me the cutest gifts. She got me this poster. It's the Superstar Barbie, and what I love about it is I literally mentioned to her like maybe once or twice how I love this poster, and she got me one. So now we have matching posters to hang up in our houses. Get you a friend who gets you matching posters to hang up in your house. Honestly, sorry if I have my like news reporter voice on. I was just recording a lot of content, and I just like to make sure, because I'm a soft-spoken girl, like to project and stuff, so it might sound like more, what do you call it, internet voice. That's just how I gotta do it. News anchors have their voice, content creators have their voice, and I wish we would stop judging people for it. I filmed a lot of content today. I'm hot, I'm tired. I had to turn off the fan so y'all could even hear me. I didn't get to show you guys these new headphones I got from TikTok shop. They're so cute. I have to do official video on them. I wish I could be the person who wears makeup and goes out all the time. Maybe when I get more going out friends. I literally put on my makeup, film for maybe 2 to 3 hours, and I'm ready to take that bitch off. And it's so pretty. I gotta get good photos. I'm gonna take everything off and just wind down for the night. Oh my gosh, today was a long day, y'all. But like a good day. I filmed a lot. I'm getting used to filming multiple things in a day. I think I filmed 3 TikToks, 2 YouTube videos, including what I'm filming now for my vlog. This is my hair since I straightened it. I did film a video on me dyeing my hair, so y'all still gotta watch that when that comes out. The curls are basically flat now. Let me show you the back. I straightened my hair 2 weeks ago exactly. It still looks pretty good. I'm gonna show you guys the night routine that I do. What I do is take the middle part that I already have and just go from ear right here and clip that away. Clip that up. For the back, I split it into 2 sections. I have really thick hair, so I have to do a lot of sections when I do this. You can see, it's probably not the best part. And I'm gonna separate this part. And then we're gonna split that third into half. So now I have 2 sections. It says Girl oil, but this is actually olive oil. I literally just take a dollop like so, and I only get the ends because I just feel like that helps with lubrication. It helps with split ends. Fine tooth comb and just lightly detangle. It shouldn't be a lot because if you're doing this method, your hair should pretty much be easy to detangle. Then you're gonna grab your bobby pins. What you're gonna do is roll it up. Roll it upwards. Because I like flips in my hair when it's straight. That gives me the retro look. And when you roll it up, you're just gonna take your bobby pin and pin it. So you're just doing pin curls. So you guys, I mentioned earlier about TikTok, how I wanted to quit it. TikTok is like your toxic ex or toxic best friend. Every time you're around them, it seems like it's gonna be fun, but then you leave with less energy and depleted. I don't know why that is for me. And TikTok is a great platform. It's a great search engine. It's great for getting information out, especially during Black Lives Matter, our support for Palestine, the election. But it's just not for me as an entertainer. My hair is really the thickest in the middle. So I part it into 4 sections. So first I part it into thirds because my hair isn't as thick on the sides. So this is 1/3 and then the other outer third. For the middle third, I split that in half, top to bottom. It looks crazy, but it works. TikTok is like that friend that tries to promise you a good time and you reminisce on the good times you had with them, so you try to go out with them again, and then once you're out you're like, damn, why did I do this? I knew this wasn't going to be a great time. And I know a lot of other people have that experience as well, but then there's some people who love it. And like, I think it reels me back in because of the TikTok shop, and I really want to make money off the app. And I think I just feel like not hurt, but a little jaded because I have a significant amount of subscribers and I'm not making money off of it. So it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. So I feel like I have to prove something, like TikTok's my mom or something like that. But in reality, I have nothing to prove. And I've tried to go on social media breaks with the app before, and I just always find myself going back. I used to think it was just like my following because I have changed. I've been on the app for like 5 years. Of course, I'm a different person. But even when I had like a burner account, I was still running into the same issues. So it's not the following. I don't even think it's necessarily the app. It's really me. It's really me. I find my rhythm on there when it comes to posting. Like the past, I would say 2 weeks, I've been posting every day. And honestly, I don't know what it is, but if I'm on TikTok for too long, if I'm scrolling for too long, I end up feeling bad about myself. I don't know why. It reminds me of like how Instagram was before the body positivity movement. A lot of us fat babes, we didn't like Instagram because you would end up feeling bad about yourself. And Instagram's a little bit easier to curate what you see before they changed the algorithm. TikTok, I feel like I'm a bad friend. I feel like I'm the broke friend. I feel like I'm the chaotic friend. It's just like with TikTok, hit dog holler, and I'm fucking barking everywhere. Like bark, bark, bitch. For the larger sections, I definitely use more bobby pins, y'all. And it's so funny because like, I think it's more of a mindset thing and a subconscious thing. Because when I'm actually trying to be a content creator on TikTok, I never get approved for any samples. And then every time that I'm like, I'm gonna take a break or I'm gonna quit TikTok, I forget I got a sample approved that I have to make a video for. I'm wondering if I could just take a step back and only post content that's selling, but then they make you feel bad for being a content creator that just wants to sell. So it's just like, what do? I guess not care about people's opinions, maybe. I do manage a lot of accounts as a content creator. I have my YouTube, I have my TikTok, and I have both Instagram accounts, my personal Instagram account, and I have my clothing line's Instagram account. I want to challenge myself in April to market myself every day with my clothing line because that has taken a back seat. And I think it's taken a back seat because I was so concerned about TikTok. I'm so concerned about making money from the app when I have a whole clothing line I could be marketing and making money from. For the top sections, I like to over direct them and then curl them upwards. So it has that more of like voluminous fall when I take them down in the morning. When you're doing these bobby pins, make sure that it feels good on your scalp. Make sure you're not doing anything too tight because you are sleeping in these. Make sure it's not attaching to anything that will snag. For the front section, I just split each side into 2. Having all these accounts, it was hard for me and I was feeling depleted trying to figure out how I'm gonna post on TikTok every day because they say the only way to grow is to post every day. And then I have to post weekly for YouTube. And then sometimes they say you gotta post multiple times a week for YouTube. And then I gotta post for Instagram. And at first it was, oh, you gotta post 3 days for Instagram. Now it's you gotta post reels every day for Instagram. And it's just too much for one person who's doing this on their own, doesn't have a marketing team, management team, agency. It's just me. It's just me. For the front sections, I like to roll like this and then just roll it on top of each other. But if you've done like pin curls, honestly, if you're on my page, you're a retro babe, so you know about that vintage life. Just like doing pin curls after you curl your hair with a curling iron. So my solution was to quit TikTok. But like I said, I got sucked back in. I have to do another post for TikTok Shop. If you are a person who posts on TikTok Shop, the minute you actually get approved for a sample and post about it, more brands are gonna send you samples because they see you're active now. They say that artists aren't supposed to be content creators, but what about the artists that are unemployed and need their bills paid? Because that's me. I'm just gonna post on TikTok when I have something to sell or say. I wanted to do like a journey series on TikTok because that does get people to follow you. That's where I got a lot of my followers from. But I was like, why don't I take that energy and bring it to YouTube? So I'm excited. If you guys watched my girlhood diaries, I'm bringing that back, but they're gonna be my artist diaries now. If you guys do wanna follow me on TikTok, especially if you see me post stuff on here that you like, most likely it's gonna be stuff from TikTok Shop. So if you shop on TikTok Shop, if you follow me on TikTok, I mean, just go to my page and buy it from my page. That's the easiest way to support me. It's not costing you anything extra. If you feel called to buy something, always look at my art. I always have it in the description box. It's on my Instagram, it's on my TikTok, and my descriptions everywhere. This is how the curls look when they're done. You turn around so you can get a full 360. When you wake up in the morning, you don't have to hit it with any curler, any flat iron. 2 weeks. I have not had to refresh my hair because of this routine. I have this bonnet, which has the black Powerpuff Girl, which I also cosplayed. It's on my Instagram if you want to see it. And it's one of those bonnets that actually ties. I love this thing. TikTok Shop, if it's still on TikTok Shop, it will be in my storefront. Try to scoop all the hair in. Sometimes the bobby pins come out because I only redo this when I take my hair out, which is probably every time I film, so maybe 2 to 3 times a week. This band part acts as like a sweatband, so when I wash my face, which I'm about to do, no water gets on the edges, which I love. And there we go. Thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. I'm about to just sign off with the vlog tonight. I have my half-baked ice cream I'm about to eat and I'm about to watch my show. You guys know I love the show That Girl. I'm so tired. But today was a successful day. Actually, everything I did in my vlog was successful. I really loved going record shopping. I like St. Patrick's Day. That was my first time going out in a long time. And I love that I have a friend to go out with now. You guys have seen her multiple times in my vlogs. March was pretty great. Of course, had its ups and downs, but it was pretty great. I'm excited to see what April brings. Who knows, I might be like a millionaire by the end of April. You never know. I love you guys so much. Bye.